Can you do the work while with a partner?
I think there's work to be done with a partner. I think there's a lot of work to be done by yourself before you can do that work with your partner. If you are still really heavily dealing with like attachment stuff and like issues that make you feel safe in a relation, like within a relationship, then it's hard to kind of move into that next level of work with a partner.
So this clip is from the Made It Out podcast, which I love. The question is, can you work on yourself in a relationship, or do you need to do the work before getting into a relationship? And I'm a couples therapist, so I have a lot to say on this topic, and specifically how it affects lesbian relationships. So I'm going to cover two issues in this video. Number one is enmeshment, which affects a lot of lesbian couples, and number two is attachment styles. So how do you know if you're healthy enough to get into a new relationship? Now, if you've been through several relationships and noticed some problems that came up for you each time, then you really need to try to do some work on those before your next relationship so you can stop hurting yourself and other people. So some of the examples of patterns to look for are if you tend to fall in love too quickly and then get hurt, or if you find yourself feeling really close to somebody maybe the first month or two, then completely losing interest and hurting them. If you don't do this work on yourself between relationships, the same issue will keep showing up in your life until you face it. So let's talk about enmeshment in lesbian relationships, and I want to see if you can relate. So enmeshment is also called merging. So enmeshment is when two women have difficulty maintaining personal autonomy in the relationship. So it's couples who desire continuous emotional closeness, and they have difficulty for allowing differences in beliefs and ideas or friendships. A couple will start arguing over spending time together or more time apart. And here's a Venn diagram to explain this better. On one side, we've got person A, and on the other side, we've got person B, and the couple AB is in the middle. So in a healthy relationship, there's a balance. In many lesbian relationships, the couple has merged and there is too much togetherness. As you can see in this Venn diagram, the AB part is really the largest part. Now, some women don't even understand the importance of having autonomy and having a strong sense of self outside of the other person. So if you find yourself looking for someone to complete you, then you might ultimately lose yourself in the relationship and abandon your own wants and desires. Now, moving on to attachment styles. A simple way to describe attachment styles is it's the way we subconsciously show up in all of our relationships, in friendships and in intimate relationships. They are the beliefs we hold deep within us about ourselves. It's why we love the way we love. Your attachment style determines how much connection or space you're going to want from your partner. It's going to determine your reaction if they accidentally hurt your feelings. It's going to determine your reaction when they say they want to spend more time with you. It's going to determine how you navigate conflict. And if you don't know your own attachment style and your partner's attachment style, it's going to feel like you're playing a board game with a different set of rules. You'll just be missing each other. And if you've ever been stuck in what we call the anxious avoidant trap with a partner, then you know how this feels. Maybe you're wanting more connection and wanting to spend more time together, and they're wanting more space and feel too much pressure in the relationship, or vice versa. Or with two anxiously attached women, they might both get really overwhelmed with each other's feelings when one expresses an issue they're having in the relationship. Or one or both partners might completely lose themselves in the relationship because they're so focused on pleasing the other person so that person doesn't leave them. And this is going back to enmeshment. So if you want to know your attachment style, I'll leave a link in the description. The one I use is from the Attachment Project website. It's free, and I am not affiliated with them at all. Just remember, the quality of your relationships will determine the quality of your life. If you want quality relationships, then working on yourself is the priority, whether it's done in the relationship or on your own. And I want you to know that all the issues I've discussed here are solvable issues, and you can have a long-lasting, healthy relationship. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.